Have you ever seen a moment so small, yet so powerful, that it restores your faith in humanity? Stay with me until the end of this story. You won't just be touched, you'll be reminded of how one act of kindness can change a life forever. And if this story moves you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because together we share stories that remind the world what truly matters. It all began in a small town diner, the kind of place where the aroma of fresh coffee mixes with the faint sound of an old jukebox in the corner. Behind the counter worked Sarah, a young waitress barely making ends meet. She wasn't just serving plates of food, she was carrying the weight of unpaid bills, a sick mother at home, and the dream that someday life might get better. But no matter how tired she was, Sarah always greeted customers with a warm smile. For her, kindness wasn't an option, it was her way of surviving. One cold evening, a man walked in. His clothes were worn, his shoes scuffed, and his eyes told a story of struggle. Sarah noticed him sit quietly at a corner booth, glancing at the menu with hesitation. He didn't look like someone who could afford much, and her heart sank as she realized he was more hungry than he was able to pay. Without thinking twice, Sarah walked over, leaned in, and whispered, "Don't worry about the bill today. Order whatever you'd like." The man's eyes widened with disbelief. He stammered, "But I don't have enough." Sarah simply smiled and said, "You're safe here. Let me take care of you." What Sarah didn't know was that someone nearby had been recording the entire exchange on their phone. They captured not just the words, but the way Sarah placed her hand gently on the man's shoulder, assuring him with compassion that he wasn't alone. She served him a hot meal, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and a slice of pie. To him, it wasn't just food. It was dignity. Later that night, Sarah went home, exhausted as usual. She never imagined that her small gesture would leave the diner. But within days, the video was posted online. And then it happened, it went viral. People across the world watched in awe as this young waitress, with so little herself, gave so much to a stranger. Comment sections filled with words like, "This is what humanity looks like," and "The world needs more people like her." Millions of views turned into millions of hearts touched. Sarah woke up one morning to find reporters outside the diner. At first, she was overwhelmed. "Why all this attention?" she asked. "I just gave a meal to a man who needed it." But soon, the truth began to unfold. Donations started pouring in, not just for the man she had helped, but for Sarah herself. Strangers from around the globe contributed to help pay her bills, cover her mother's medical treatments, and even send Sarah back to school. But perhaps the most powerful part of this story wasn't the money. It was the ripple effect. Inspired by Sarah's kindness,